It's 15th of March, currently 5:38 p.m. GMT, and this is a video to discuss a swing trade in S&P. So, given all the negative news in the market right now regarding Silvergate Bank and Signature Bank, I think we can move to the upside because of the reasons I'm just going to explain now. So. I'm tracking liquidity for some time now in S&P, and so you can see this last little base, which is like this block-like candle, and moving, which is moving the price up above those areas into this liquidity. So price came very inefficiently into these levels. So this is refined on lower time frame. So we first bounce of this and provided a 2% bounce, and then we again came in this area and then bounced. So what right now I'm looking in this is that, so this is a very major level, I think. Okay, this has a good amount of liquidity, and given how we ran into this area quite cleanly, I think we can rebalance it a little bit rather than moving straight down. Of course we can, that's not out of the cards, but still so you can see we first made a move down inefficiently, rebalanced it. Now this is a 4-hour chart, so so you can see we are moving just below this range in here with this tag in here. So this move down now picks up something on the lower time frames and comes back down again, and this move cleans up this area and then comes back down again into a new pocket of liquidity, and then this move up actually came above, but on the E-mini futures it didn't. So this move is really cleaning up this area. So this move down would be in control, right? So now this move picks up liquidity from this base and deals it off, and then runs quite inefficiently. Now this running of price quite inefficiently in the off session market. So you can see it's at 9 a.m. So just an hour after London open. So so you can see inefficient move into some of this base, which we are going to discuss right now, and responding. So just dropping on a 1-hour chart. So now you can see this move cleaned up this, so this move down would be in control. So I was watching for this move to actually continue up, but it didn't. So it came rather inefficiently down into some of these areas, into some unfilled liquidity, which was first deriving this liquidity from this whole area. So I think we have a little bit of a move to the upside in this S&P, and if we now go on a 15, so I took it long in here, and price moved like about 22 points. Was very nice intraday trade, but I didn't take anything out. I want to see price up in this 39.15 area first. So didn't get there, and then came back down, took me out in this area. My stop was just above in here, so and then kind of cleans that level out and then runs again. So another long in here, which I'm going to discuss or show you right now, and currently it's failing, but I think we can still draw back up into the range. The stop is below this level. So so you can see we took some liquidity from this level, moved back up, and leaving this gap. So there's a shelf on this 1-minute chart, which I'll show you now. So just how it looks on a 5-minute chart. Sure, we could have some liquidity in here, but I think if we start trading below in this 38.20, let's call it. So I think I'll look for deeper levels. So so this 1-minute shelf looks like this. So we are bouncing from this area. S&P, just to note that S&P likes these shelves a lot and reacts quite nicely with those. So you can see it came and then reacted. So I was waiting for this reaction, and then it came back and starts cleaning up itself. So so one trade was this one, which I got stopped out of with this move, and then another trade. So you can see this thin movement into this base. So this was another trade in here, which is actually pulling liquidity from this. So this might have some better liquidity. So you can see it pushed price for about 28 points, which is very good for intraday. But I'm looking for that. So these are two trades. I have divided my risk across them, and I'm stopped out of one and currently holding one. So I want to see how it progresses. But so if I'm long right in here, so I want to take something out in here and then something in here, and possibly major of the position would be out, but this I have a it's a little bit of a feeling, or not feeling, but I think we can get up to this 4100 area, because you know buy when the market is in fear and sell when the market is in the new specific mode. So I think we can draw back in this S&P, where the environment is actually quite negative equities. So I just want to record this while I'm taking the entry, so just to show you this position here. So this is the position in here, long right in here, and stop is, as you can see in here, 10-point stop, and it already moved 20 points, but still I want to see a drawback into this area, preferably, so we'll have to work with it. But also one thing that is supporting right now is actually where is it? So euros actually has also bounced in here quite nicely, very this is a 250 pip movement down into a newer pickup of liquidity from this base. So I think we could see a drawback along with S&P and pound. So just to go with the pound, so you can see pound in here, it's so this move in, just to roughly going over this pound, so this move was breaking the momentum, it was in control, so this move down actually would have been in control. So I have taken an entry in here, took majority of the position out, and still waiting for where it goes. I think we can still go down, given how this has been traded, possibly into deeper levels, but I'm noticing a fair bit of discrepancy between assets, like pound is doing one thing, euro is doing one thing, and S&P is doing another. So no correlation across the board, according to me, and so let's see where this goes now, and we'll have a follow up on this. But a Bitcoin short, I would say, just to point out, it's a short, possibly in here, but I would much comfortable rather calling this, not much comfortable, but I'm comfortable calling 18,400 from now. Another stab at 26, possibly a sell again. So let's see. But we are here for S&P, so let's see what happens. Okay, it's 4:08 GMT right now, and this is the discussion from yesterday. So I was long S&P from down in here. I actually was looking to get out something from this area, but it didn't come in. So took liquidity from something in this area. There was a little pocket on the shorter time frames, came back and held in here, just which I was looking for the price to hold, and then really one side move up. And what I discussed yesterday, the state of liquidity in here, so it kind of makes sense that price has to move so inefficiently into one of our areas. I was looking for up in here, but I drilled down right now and saw that there's a little pocket on the 5-minute, which you can go down and see, and which this is hitting. So, and given how inefficient this move is, I think you can draw back to the downside and then decide what it wants. But so far, I think this is the whole major base which is moving the price up, and this is the tag. So I really want this tag to hold. Even if the price comes in here, I want to see price holding and trying to push back up. So what I would like to see right now. And but the stop is right now just below this low, and it doesn't matter if price completely reverses from here. It doesn't matter, because we have already scaled something out and the stop is in profit already. So fairly, I think it's a successful trade so far, and overall targeting 40-90 area, and we'll see how this one goes. But so far so it looks so good. It's showing me that it's piercing, but I would completely change if we start coming below 39.10, might even close the position that point in time. So if you're gonna 5-minute, you can see how inefficient this move is. So I do understand we could still make our way down to 39.05 and possibly even 38.94, but I'm not sure whether we will see a move to the upside from that level. I think that it might even trade back or down, so I will have to see how it goes. But so yeah, discussing the level, so I had marked this area, but I didn't refine it, so just to go over the trade. So over the level, so this was the shelf, and this is the price moving down and the shelf. So price stalls a bit, comes back into some liquidity possibly, and creates this fractal base. So this move down, picks up the bottom side, deals it off, comes back to the middle. So you can see this wick picks up the middle, and then deals it back down into this area, and then cleans up this move. So now this move down would have to be in control, and then we start to go below. So this move down was in control. Then because this is something, this is pulling something out of this area, so the remaining liquidity would have to be, for me, I think it would have to be something in here, because this was already picking up weaker liquidity from here. Even if I want to mark something here, I would go something like this, or possibly something in here. Actually, we'll have to see on a 1 minute, but something like this. So not trying to, since it's a swing trade, I'm not trying to like really go deep, because we might get confused as to what we are looking for. So I think it's a nice place for a price to react. It could have been tradable, of course, given how this price has moved so aggressively into this liquidity and reacted for nice 15 points. So so the first scaling comes out at 97 handles from here, so or 97 points. So from, I think it's 38, or I don't know what the price is, but something in here. So got out at something in like 34, I guess it was 34. So 97 point profit for the first take profit, and then overall looking for a move up as discussed yesterday. So just going over the position. So this is the position in here, and so you can see I took a loss yesterday, which is in here. Took a loss in yesterday here. Took a loss yesterday here, and then took a long in here, and then first scaling comes out in here, and stop is just below this low. The stop could have been just below this shelf, which is pushing this price. So we might still come to the other side of this fractal and then take a move up. That's possible, but nonetheless. So now the position is taken care of, and we'll have to see how this one goes. Also discussing the FX pairs. So very moving along with the price right now. Nothing so special in here. I do have some trades, a short in here, then I had the short in here, I think, and then I had long in this, which got stopped out, and this, currently I'm holding this long, possibly into deeper levels, and this liquidity hasn't quite cleaned out. So nonetheless, we will discuss it another time, but so far S&P goes working very nicely, and we'll see how this one goes. So 152, 24th of March, and this is the conclusion video for the S&P swing trade. So as discussed, I was long in here, then I took something out in here the last time I checked in. So then you can see how the price unfolded. I was actually looking for this space to hold, but I had a intraday long in here, but I got stopped out in here. Then it was interesting to see price hold in here and push up and then come down into this area. I was again looking for actually this base to hold, this liquidity to hold. This was an off session price, and I remember it is a pre Europe open run, so it was interesting, but I didn't move my stop, and my stop was actually in here and didn't do anything. So price went back up. Now this gave me a good idea that this move now is in control, but to begin with I didn't want to see this push down, but nonetheless it happened. I didn't take anything out, and then it came back up. I took something out from in this area, and then started working. So again I took something out from this area as well, and I finally closed my trade today in this area. Only 10% was left in here, and major of the position was out right in here. And because when the data came out, this was actually FOMC, so I was actually looking for this move to actually continue to deeper territory if we see this. So as you know, discussed earlier, I wasn't keen on this particular liquidity to actually do. I was not keen on this liquidity because I think that has already been, you know, dealt off and pretty much done. I didn't expect this area to hold and this area to hold actually, and then this move came very inefficiently and then gave a one-sided move. Then came this day. This is Thursday, or this was yesterday, and I was thinking that this price should hold somewhere in here. This was a shelf right in here, but again it didn't. So I had a good idea this was actually a great trade, but I didn't do anything as I was very I wasn't much confident in this area, and this was actually 618, and S&P loves 618 by the way, and this was a nice trade, but I did miss it, and we have a run, and right now we are right now we are dealing right in here. It's still holding right in here. It's sure it can do anything, but I'm still not looking to hold. I still don't think that it would push up, but if it starts to fail this area, this shelf in here, and then starts to push up, then possibly we can get to our original target right in here. But I'm not keen on anything right now. So a very nice trade because from the first scale out, I took 97 points out. So just to go in here, but before that, just going in here to see anything else that I want to point out. So now, yeah, this move would be actually in control on this 4 hours. So I mean, this move up has already cleaned up its base. So now this move should actually maintain. So even if I think if it comes below this area that's called 3950, I would look to this move to get into this area, which I was targeting 4100, and if we do continue to if we still continue to push down today and next week, then I would see final targets at around 3770 and possibly lower. We'll have to see at that point in time. I have a few pockets down in here, but let's see. This is pushing so far, but I'm watching it closely. See what happens. But just to finalize this video, this was a trade. So long in here, I actually tried first in here, then I got stopped out. Then I took a trade in here, stop was I think below in here, then took first out at 97 points. These are the trades that I tried to get on some momentum, but it was failing. So that was interesting to see, and then I didn't take anything in here. This was an off session run. Stop was in here. Then this move started to get above this area and possibly breaking its own shelf in this area. So I moved my stop down in here. Then I took something out in here. There's a pocket in here. So if you open this, so we had some pockets in here. If we go on this chart, so you can see these are the pockets. I took something out in here because I was not sure what has happened down here, so I was really confused what to look for. And then I took something in here. Then I took some trades intraday in here. Then I took something out in here because I thought that this is really topping out. And then we have a swipe to the upside. And then I took, this was literally a confirmation for me. This is a nice pattern. So if we do sweep up and then we come down, this retest is in most cases a sell, which I have on demo. And I got out in here, but still I still had 10% in here, which I exited today. So let's see where it goes from now. But so far I have a little demo short in here with the same pattern here, which I just showed. So you can see this is the base. We came back up and then down, then make a retest, and then full swipe to the downside. So really interesting price action right now. Not I don't have any bias right now in S&P as well as even in the FX pairs. So we'll have to see where these go. But the swing trade is done for now.